Hey guys, welcome back to the Becoming TV series, where we explore the deep truths and the principles that will enable you to become everything you were created to be, to do, and to have. This is William Awana. So, we have started talking about the money series, and I introduced the series essentially by giving you an overview of, what we're talking about. We talked about being rich versus being wealthy, and we got to understand that these two are different things entirely. And if we're talking about sustainable wealth, we need to understand that true riches, in terms of financial wealth, doesn't come from how much you earn or how much you make. It actually comes from how much you're able to keep, right, sustainably. But to take this, or to take us a bit further, I want to focus your attention specifically on what wealth is. And I said something at the beginning, I don't know if you remember, but I'll repeat it. I said that money is not wealth. Now that seems like a very strange idea, because if we're talking about wealth, what else do we use to measure it? It's usually money, right? But money is not wealth. Money is only a manifestation of an idea that we have agreed to be a measurement tool for wealth, and that is only one sphere of wealth. If we're talking about wealth, there are actually quite a number of things that constitute wealth aside financial wealth, right? Which is what we tend to focus on. But I can tell you that money is just only one part of it, and to be honest, I think it's the most insignificant part. There's a very famous quote, relatively famous, that goes something like this: if all you have is money, then you're really poor. And I think that is a very spot on quote. Some people are so poor that all they have is money. That's another way of putting that quote, that I'm sure you've heard. Some people are so poor that all they have is money. So if we take those two quotes to heart, which essentially are the same thing, then how do we place money in its proper context? I think the best thing to do is to start examining what wealth really is. So what is wealth? For me, wealth is your capacity, right, to be at the top of very many or several various concepts or several various factors that concern human life. And human life is not really about money. I said that money is only a manifestation of an idea, right, that we have agreed to use as a measurement tool. So what are the other spheres of life that we need to look at if we want to examine wealth in its totality? Now, for me, there are about 6 or 7 of them, and I'll go through them very quickly before we delve into them one by one. So first is spiritual wealth. Spiritual wealth. Second is solical wealth. Solical wealth. Third is physical wealth. Physical wealth, right? Fourth is social wealth. Social wealth. Fifth is community wealth. Community wealth. And sixth is generational wealth. Notice that I didn't include financial wealth in that list, right? Because comparatively, it is actually insignificant. If you're not rich, if you're not wealthy in any of those 6 things I mentioned, you're really not wealthy. And I'll explain all this to you as we go along. So first of all, we're going to start with spiritual wealth, and I'll see you in a bit.